Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy far from sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman, and
Todd Hoffman
you're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. There you go. Welcome to episode 214. Today, we have fellow Midwest Garrison member and Spider-Man cosplayer, among other things, Miles. What's up, my friend?
That's me. What's up, guys? Happy to be here. Thank you so much for the invite. I've been waiting for the invite for a minute, but I'm happy to be on this.
Yes. No, we appreciate you joining us. We got to hang out at C2E2.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I was like, dude, we got to get you on the show.
Yeah.
And like
Always
you
a
asked
fun
almost
time.
at the same time, like, hey, man, when am I coming on? I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I can't really ask to be on it. I have to like just hint around and get invited. But
so what are you
I'm-
guys podcasting next?
yeah,
you
so
know?
who's the next guest, huh?
Right.
Someone perhaps next to you. No,
Right.
but I'm super psyched. I love doing
Yeah.
it.
Well, we're honored to have you. So,
Yeah.
how you doing, Trent?
Good.
Guess what we saw in the theaters, brother?
Revenge of the Sith.
Oh my gosh, we went
Oh,
to
dude,
go
I saw
see
it. I
Revenge
saw
of-
it.
Yeah, we went to see it on Sunday, right? It was Sunday?
Yeah,
Sunday.
So wait, it ends this Friday, right?
Yeah, I know. It's only in a week. It's a tragic.
You could buy the popcorn bucket helmet online.
Yeah, we couldn't. They didn't. They ran the AMC theater by us. Did not have the popcorn bucket. It was a sad.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I did not get the bucket. I got the Vader bucket and I got the 2 cups. I didn't get anything else.
Wow, they had none. Our AMC had none. I'm like, you got the cups?
No, they
Got the bucket?
ran out quick, man.
No. Like
It's like $40. It's like,
it was $40.
but I said we'll split it.
Yeah.
yeah.
worth
Trent was like, dude, I know we don't need another popcorn bucket, but I need
We
Vader.
got like 40, like not
Yeah.
40. We got like
I
about,
think we got
like,
20 tins.
We got like 15, 16, 20, like 10.
I think we got 20.
I
dude.
think it's on. If we go to the theater, it's like $40. But when I looked online, it was like $36.
Perfect. Well, we'll try to see if we can find it. So, and then
You could find someone reselling it for a crazy charge.
yeah, right. Like for $100, it could be
Yeah.
yours.
And
That's
also,
worth it. That's worth it.
I saw like somebody bedazzled it.
Oh yeah, put a
Ooh.
little bedazzle on the Vader.
Yeah,
You think Vader would go for that? I don't think so.
I saw
I
like
don't-
an
Vader's a
old.
drama queen. I think
Yeah.
I think he could rock it.
I like things pretty and sparkly.
I saw like this one video. I don't know if they were doing something. It was like a long time ago, but there was like a bedazzled kind of Darth Vader suit. It was like a girl one.
There's a guy in the Midwest. His name's Brad. He has a bedazzled stormtrooper. I
Is
mean,
it silver? Is it
it's
also
like all.
I've seen the
Dude.
bedazzled trooper.
Yeah, it's insane. It looks so cool because it's like,
It's like a disco ball.
ah, you blinded me with the light.
Dude,
You
this
know?
little thing's just
Nah,
like
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
my eyes just like it looks and it just like separates. It's like ugh.
And then Andor season 2 just dropped.
Don't spoil. I'm
no,
late.
no, we won't.
I'm
we
late
won't.
to that one.
Yeah, no. So we watched. So what we've been doing is we've been watching one every night.
That's how you should do it.
So
Yeah, don't binge
it
it.
drops Tuesday. We watch one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, one Thursday or Friday. So
How many do they drop?
so they're dropping 3. So they're doing it. They're basically doing 4 weeks, 3 drops. It's kind of crazy.
That's something. I don't know why they would space it out like that. I guess
Well-
to get it out sooner.
Yeah, I think part of it is because it was naturally going to advance to get us closer to Rogue One, and I think they literally are just like, okay, this is 4 years out, 3 years out, 2 years out, 1 year out, and we're here.
Oh, they're
So-
doing it in sections like that. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes a little
and
bit
it's
of
and
sense.
it's kind of written like that, which is kind of cool. So it's like a little, you get to see each chunk. So
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah.
I mean that's a good way to do it.
I saw what's it called? I think it was a commercial. I just saw Kathleen just ate K2SO's like fist. He just ate it.
Cassian did.
Yeah, he just ate it.
Oh, yeah.
Ate
We
it.
can't wait to see K2 coming up. But yeah, so that's coming out. That's super excited. Or super exciting stuff. Yeah, Andor is like premier.
No,
Star
I love
Wars stuff.
Andor. Yeah, I was hype on that first season.
Wait, have you
also-
seen any episodes or no?
No, of the new season, I haven't had like they drop at odd times. Last season, like the first season, it dropped when I was still in like classes, so I was
Yeah.
able to watch them either between or before classes.
Yeah.
But not being being graduated at this point, I'm like, well, I don't have the time to block that out. I'm sure I could. That
Yeah.
just showcases my poor time management.
Right.
That I can't
Right.
block
Hey,
out 40 minutes.
you gotta schedule it, to make sure you get in some good Star Wars. It's like Chef Kiss Star Wars. It's just
like
so
the
good.
choice when it's 1 a.m. and I decide I want to watch Andor and I have 6 episodes. I know I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do all of them. So
It's like-
It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Was that a bad choice? Yes, but
it's
it
a
was
mature
well
decision
worth
to
it.
avoid it until I have like a couple days.
Yeah, right.
It's like job,
Yeah. Responsibilities.
responsibilities,
Yeah.
working on costumes, whatever you have to do.
Right.
And
And then just banging out some good
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars episodes, man.
that's
You can balance it. There's certainly enough hours in the day for all of it.
24 hours. and
Like you
about
said,
50
when
minutes.
it comes down to it, it's just a little time.
It's about
management.
3 hours.
You
So
can't see there was a little tear that rolled down right there as I said that.
Yeah.
it's like about 3 hours. It's about an hour. So you combine, it's about 3 hours. And it's about 3 hours of watching Andor.
Yeah. I mean, we were getting essentially 3 hours a week, which is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, see, that's like when they drop the 3 at a time. There are people who will just sit down and tank it all the way. I can't
know.
do it. Like,
I mean, that's kind of Netflix mentality, but I kind of I like it. I like the
nah, I got
marinade.
that.
You don't put
I
the
got that
if you put the
rising
chicken-
grind mentality, man.
You,
I don't
you
have
put the
that.
chicken in the marinade. You gotta wait 24 hours to get
Yeah.
the flavor. So
Oh,
Yeah. I see it. Got that rising grind mentality of I don't have that.
we're hitting
hour.
the gym too.
Yeah,
So yeah,
for football, yeah.
Trent's joining
Yeah.
football, and so we're hitting the gym and
Yeah.
pumping some iron.
My viewers know that I'm a very heavy advocate for the gym, fitness, and wellness. I just did a promo for some Spider-Man gym wear. That
Yeah,
was
I
pretty
saw
cool.
that one. I like that. I like how
No,
they had,
the shorts are pretty cool, man. Like,
I like how they had like two different designs. Like the one's like shorts for you could work out, and the other one's very like costume
no,
based.
those guys were cool. I only said I needed one pair. They sent me two, and then they sent Michael 2 pairs too. So like,
Nice.
they were super friendly.
Nice, cool.
Yeah, and it's
Awesome.
very
You're like,
geeky.
dude, I want those.
Yeah,
kind
I
of
looked.
shorts.
I sometimes I think when I'm on YouTube.
When I'm doing squats, I want to look cool when I do them.
When I go on YouTube sometimes, like, oh yeah, who should I like watch? Or
Yeah.
like who have I need to catch up on like new
Right.
episodes I need to catch up on, and I saw Miles. I'm like, oh yeah, I
You
finished
should watch
it.
Miles. Selfless plug.
Yeah, right.
You should. This guy right here.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, like
I like
finished-
that guy.
I
He's
was
cool.
during C2, I was like, yeah, I need to finish it. I told him like, yeah, I need to finish it. When I got like home, I finished it. It was like
Nice.
It was really good. It's like, yeah, like before they, like, you said about I tested it, but it was like through the intro you tested it out or something.
This is not a sponsored stream, by the way. I didn't tell them to say that.
He's plugging it for you. He's like, hey,
I
so
swear to
you
God,
know,
I swear to God, I didn't pay these guys off.
the 10 that he's sliding a 10 spot right through the screen.
Thanks.
The
So,
credit- the
anyways,
credits
okay,
pop up on the side of the screen.
let's get into our main topic. All right. So, all right. So, Miles, why don't you just give us a little bit of how you got into cosplay, and why Spider-Man?
Ah, man. I mean, how does anybody ever really get into cosplay? Like I've always been a pretty creative person. I drew as a kid. I liked making stuff. I remember taking apart my first Nerf gun when I was like 6 and then not knowing how to put it back together. So that was fun.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I watched the guys on YouTube, the Punish Props, Adam Savage, Tested, Chris Stanley, all these guys on YouTube who would build these awesome costumes. And in my head, like in the back of my head, I'm like, one day I could do it. I could do that stuff. And then slowly just started building things. And obviously I sucked at it at first.
Yeah.
But then, I took apart a Nerf gun and I could put it back together
Right.
with a new paint job this time. And then it started as like customizing old toys, moving into masks, and then wearing the masks. And then I kind of accidentally found myself into all of it. And now it's like most of my life and I love it.
Cool. Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
then as to
and
why
then, and then why Spider-Man?
I mean, when I was growing up, I had a lot of heroes, those being like Anakin and Luke Skywalker, of course, because Star Wars was my thing. And then, of course, Spider-Man was one of my heroes.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, Star Wars was my main thing as a kid. I didn't really get into Spider-Man until like late high school.
Okay.
And then when I kind of like rediscovered my love for him, and I'm like, wow, this guy's awesome, just like I remember.
I like him.
Yeah, and then obviously as I grew into like early adulthood, I related a lot more to the character, to Peter Parker. And I'm like, wow, this character helps a lot of people. He helped me. Maybe I could use that. And I kind of not really use it in the sense of promotion, but use it in the sense of, hey, Spider-Man's a great character. If someone could embody that or kind of show that, that'd be awesome. That's a lot of words to just say I'm a huge nerd.
Yeah.
And I love Spider-Man. Yeah, look at this guy. This guy wearing a mask over here. No, I mean, yeah, big Star Wars and Spider-Man nerd.
So was it intentional or non-intentional with kind of keeping the secret identity like most superheroes do?
1,000,000% unintentional.
Okay.
There was absolutely no rhyme or reason. There was no plan. I always make the joke if I could go back, I would do it with a plan because I feel like I could have gotten to certain goals faster and done certain things better. But in all actuality, content creation was an accident too. Like I said, I started off just making stuff because I wanted to make it. And then, I never had social media. I downloaded it to share this stuff. People started liking it. So I kept doing it more.
Right. The endorphins kicked in. You're like, hey, this is pretty cool,
It wasn't even about that. Like,
Uh-huh.
I know there's a whole surge when you get like a certain amount of likes and stuff. Like, oh yeah, that's cool. But that wasn't even really what did it for me. Like the numbers have never quite mattered that much to me.
Yeah.
It's about when I'll see a comment and someone's like, hey, this is really cool. I'm gonna try it. And I remember back to when I was inspired by certain creators and I had that mindset of like, maybe I could do it one day. I kind of realized I was doing it by accident. And then that kind of led into the secret identity thing of the first video I ever did, I had a mask. And then the second one, I had a mask. And then the third one, I had a mask. And the number kept going up and I never took the mask off.
Right.
And I'm like, I never really cared about popularity or notoriety. So I'm like, I don't need anyone to know who I am. So I'm going to keep doing it. And then when the first question came in of like, do a face reveal, I'm like, ooh, that's good. And then I just kept going. And now it's like the whole thing. And I couldn't be happier about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like,
That's,
probably
like
like
face reveal. It's another mask inside the mask. It's kind of hey, like wrestling with luchadors. Take the mask.
If you will believe it, I've done that video like 4 times, and people fall for it every time. And it's not even to like joke to people or like get views. It's literally like, hey, this would be funny to do.
Yeah.
And at Fan Expo, I've taken off a Spider-Man mask, and this one was just under it. So I've done it live before. I've done a transition where I transition into the Stormtrooper mask.
Nice.
I've done it where I like say, oh, revealing who's under the mask, and I'll pull it off and it'll cut to another creator who pulled off the mask and it's like them.
Oh, it's like Infinity.
Yeah, it's like
Inception.
It's fun to mess around with that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that one person's like, who is he like trying to get that like little,
just a little bit more. But I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Ask this.
What's your favorite Spider-Man movie?
Into the Spider-Verse. That one's not even a question.
Yes.
But I've always said that I'll sit down. If someone says, you want to watch a Spider-Man movie? I'm going to say yes before I know which one it is. Kind of same thing with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I love them all. I have a whole video going over ranking them, but at the end of the day, they're all Spider-Man and they all have their own lessons, their own goods and their bads, except Spider-Verse, which I firmly believe has no bads, and I'll die on that hill.
Dude, that's my favorite Spider-Man movie.
The newer one? Or
no, the Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The leap of faith scene has not only changed. I think that movie came
What's
out
up, Danger? Don't be a
time.
stranger. It's like...
Yeah, that song. First of all, side note: if that song ever comes on in the gym, no matter what rep I'm on, it is a personal record.
Right.
Like we're
doing a PR right here.
Either the weight is getting doubled, or I'm doing reps until I can't anymore, until the song is over. That was a side tangent, but I know Trent was talking about the gym, so that's a great gym song, by the way.
There we go. See, we should pump that through. Yeah, that's right.
With the slow build up and everything.
Yeah, right. It's got a nice build. Yeah.
That movie probably came out at like the perfect time in my personal life. Where like, whereas most overly emotional young adults do, I had no idea what I was doing with my life. And then I came out of the movie still not knowing what I was doing, but that was kind of what the movie was about, is embracing it, even if you don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? That movie has so much heart. That's
absolutely.
I just love the family dynamics and just everything about it. So That was the
Yeah.
right answer. There's all good Spider-Man movies, but
you can absolutely tell when a movie was made with passion versus
Yes.
just for a paycheck, and
Yes.
that movie was absolutely made with a purpose, and I love it.
Kind of getting off a tangent, but what is your favorite live action movie? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
See, he's like, "What's your favorite Spider-Man movie?" And I say an animated one. He's like,
Yeah.
"No, that doesn't count."
That's no, it does count because it's like the greatest.
It is.
I
agree with that too.
I think it's not only the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's the best superhero movie.
Oh, in terms of it's the best Spider-Man, it's the best superhero, and it is in my top 5 movies of all time. That's how great of a movie it is to
Visually, they just do so much with the animation. It is
it's
unbelievable,
remarkable. But
yeah,
getting back to Trent's question, because he doesn't count animation apparently.
He does not count animation. Yes.
I love that movie.
You're saying like, are you asking like, is it Toby? Is
Toby,
it or
so? In terms of what movie is my favorite, objectively, not my favorite, but objectively, what I'll say is the best live action is Spider-Man 2. It has the strongest Spider-Man story of any of them and the most relatable one.
Yeah.
But my personal favorite Spider-Man movie live action is super unpopular, but it's the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. That one, yeah.
That's Trent.
My
That's
man.
Trent. He's like, I love him.
He
loves Garfield.
It's not even. I mean, it is Garfield, but it's not even necessarily him. It's that movie did something that nothing else did with Spider-Man, and they tried to make it grounded and realistic without being like super dark.
Yeah.
It has so many elements of just
there's a little charm with the Toby ones, but like even the first one, it's like, dude, you're like 30 years old trying to be a teenager.
Well, again, like I don't hate any of them. Like, they're all great, and obviously Tom Holland is the youngest of the 3, so he fits the role technically the best.
Yes,
but whenever I think of like my favorite one, in all honesty, if my favorite one changes by day, because if
I think that's kind of with Star Wars too. It's like, this one,
I mean, with Star Wars, I have a definitive favorite, but I might be in the mood for a different one every now and then.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. The reason why I like Andrew Garfield, because I agree with like grounded, it's like very realistic, and he's more like, it's geeky, and he's kind of just like shy. And
he's got that little. He kind of nails Peter Parker.
When he's in the suit, he feels like he can do anything.
And talk.
They did something with Andrew that was something they didn't do with anyone else. Of like Toby and Tom did a great job of like showing a nerd and what you think a nerd would be, but with Andrew, they didn't really show a nerd. They showed like a social outcast, somebody who could be popular if he tried, but he genuinely doesn't care enough to do that.
Right.
He just wants to kind of do his own thing.
Yeah.
And he actually starts off the movie kind of being a bit of a bully, which he learns in the end to do what Uncle Ben said of, if you can do good things, you should do them for other people.
Yep.
My favorite part is when he just demolishes Flash. He just dumps on.
Point proven. He has his powers and he chooses to abuse them at the beginning. He just puts a spam button with the massage gun on his finger and just. Look, I mean, in all fairness, if I had Spider-Man powers, the first thing I'm doing is dunking on somebody. Like if I can jump 15 feet into the air clear and move horizontally, I'm gonna do it.
Right. Oh, you're choking. You okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, I'm too entertaining. I'm too fun.
Gosh.
He's choking over here. He's choking. You got him. So do you have a favorite Marvel movie? What's your favorite Marvel movie?
We got to be specific. Are we talking MCU?
Let's do MCU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Technically, again, Spider-Verse is Marvel affiliated, so I'd have to say it. But if we're doing MCU, man, I don't know if I have a number 1, but I could give a top 3. It would
top 3's fine. We'll take a top 3, right? We'll take a top 3. Yeah.
If Trent doesn't die.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So, by the way,
Andrew Garfield got him. You got all choked up.
If I ever choke in the mask, it's just game over. Like I have to commit not to. But no, a top 3 would have to be Winter Soldier is definitely up there.
Oh.
That one's
his
fantastic.
favorite.
And I'm such
Miles is hitting hitting home runs.
I'm such a Captain America fangirl. I'm not even gonna lie about it. Like my folks know, like all the people who follow me know I crush on Steve Rogers. Because who doesn't?
He is pretty dreamy.
He's very dreamy.
Yeah.
Man, like I could say something good about all of them, to be honest, until we get to like Endgame, and then they kind of, but we're gonna stay
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah.
A number one, man, I'd probably say the OG 2012 Avengers, man. Like that one,
There's something again, it's got that
it's
charm
so
where it's
charming.
like
Yeah, it's so
they
charming.
are all, like when they're in New York and everyone's coming to get them and they all team up for the first time.
Mhm.
It's like, and then he's like, Hulk smash. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
That
because
one's
I got two things.
Oh, here we go.
I love that Hulk in that version, but
Yeah.
he's not my favorite Hulk. I like how he's more aggressive, but in later movies he's more like human intelligence. Like,
He's-
yeah,
yeah,
I need
kinda smart
to-
Hulk,
No,
yeah.
I want dumb Hulk. I want Neanderthal Hulk.
I like
Smash.
pointless destruction, Dad.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Right.
And also,
uh,
and when do you know how they're in at the end? They're like eating or something.
Yeah, they're eating a shawarma or whatever.
Yeah, and the reason why Tony is covering his not Tony
Steve, it's because
Steve.
I know the reason. I'll let you do
Steve
it
is
though.
covering his face because he's growing the beard. For what's the movie Ice something like Ice Run?
Yeah, he was. They were doing. They called that scene back for reshoots, and Chris Evans had a beard, so he had to be like this the whole time.
Yeah,
It's like I gotta cover
Um,
up this thing I hear.
I love the
um,
what's the one with the who's like it's the one I really liked with Abominable. What's that one with Hulk?
Oh, that's Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible
I-
Hulk.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Abomination.
now I gotta ask Trent what your favorite version of Hulk is, because you just said that
Yeah.
Avengers wasn't. So now I gotta know.
It's probably an Incredible Hulk, but I like the feature when what's the other one where he grows in size and gets angrier.
That's Ang Lee's.
That's
Hulk.
OG.
That's
where, like,
that's
the angrier he gets, the
Eric.
bigger he gets.
What is it? Eric Bana?
It's the one where he looked like Play-Doh.
Honestly, he kind of looks overly green.
Yeah.
But the reason
Hey,
why
they didn't understand CGI at the time.
That
so we
is
have
true.
to-
That's
we have
true.
to-
I mean, it's an older film, but the
Isn't
thing
fa-
that you're right. Like as he got angrier, like he just got bigger.
that's
and bigger.
if they
he was
pushed that,
swole, dude.
if they did that with the Incredible Hulk,
Yeah.
I would have.
They nerfed him.
Yeah.
Honestly, they just put the nerf.
All right, so we know Spider-Man is your favorite Marvel character, but do you have top five? Can you round out the top five?
What characters?
Movie or
Just over comic book characters, like
Oh,
overall.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got obviously Spider-Man #1, but if we put him aside and I have to pick 5 other ones.
Yes, that's
Oh,
yes.
geez, you got to go Batman. Can't have comics without Batman.
Very good.
yes. I thought it was
um,
Marvel, but no.
We'll take it. We'll
Oh,
take
I'm sorry. Should
No,
we
no,
skip
No,
Marvel?
no. Batman
Okay,
can be
okay.
on the list.
So
Batman
just
is like in his own list.
Yeah,
so
Batman's just
superheroes. So we're saying superheroes because
Yeah.
if we're going pop culture, I could name a million characters.
Yes.
I
No,
think-
we're doing
okay.
superhero. Yeah, let's do
Okay.
superhero characters.
This
Batman's a
just-
good one.
This shows how little I pay attention.
The question was Marvel comic book characters, and he goes Batman.
yeah.
What
get
is
absolutely-
Batman?
I'm gonna get flamed for that by someone. Anyway, dang. So let me think here. Probably Iron Man.
Okay.
I'm gonna Iron Man and Cap. I'll say Iron Man and Cap.
Yeah. It's kind of combo deal.
And
I'll let it slide.
I'll say the MCU did a strong dealing on those characters for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And it really plays
Yeah.
with the Civil War aspect,
Yeah.
I think, so much.
Yeah, we got Iron Man and Cap. I'm just gonna do 5 Marvel because clearly I messed up with Batman.
No, it's
I'm gonna try to
And
redeem myself
6
here.
Batman.
Number 6, just slide it in there. No, the funny thing is I was about to name another DC character too, so I'm glad you stopped me.
What was it?
Oh.
Aquaman?
I was getting yeah, totally. No, Aqua Lad, bro. Gotta commit. No, it was gonna be Jason Todd, but no.
Oh,
let's-
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd's on.
he's Red Hood. Batman's
Red Hood.
Second Robin.
You're like hitting all the right buttons because like
I'm hitting the right
his
buttons, but the wrong way. I missed the Marvel mark. If you were like, hey, aim for this target, I'm like over here. But I still caught it. Anyway, so we
Anyways,
got-
back
Also,
to
who's the other
yes.
one with the staffs? Like the
that's Nightwing. That's Dick
Nightwing.
Grayson.
That's the other one. That's good. Robin's good
Okay.
too.
I like Robin.
Well, he was the original Robin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got Iron Man, we got Cap.
Yeah.
Is it cliche to say Deadpool? I feel like it's cliche. to
No,
say
because
Deadpool.
of he's Marvel Jesus. He's Marvel Jesus. He's the
Marvel
Messiah.
Jesus.
He's
He's the Messiah.
Messiah.
yeah.
All right, so we'll give it to Deadpool. Let me think of another one.
I am Deadpool.
Are you? Yeah. Are you really? I Man, I might have to go with Blade.
That's
Blade.
a good
I
one.
like I like Blade, and I like how not popular he is. Um,
Yeah,
but he's cool.
he's cool.
And number five, it's got to be Rocket Raccoon. Huge
Oh,
Rocket fan.
Yes.
And that's why like Guardians 3 would be the third Marvel movie. I didn't forget to name three.
Yes. I was like,
dude,
if you did not say that,
we just bring on the waterworks with
That was
three,
that was a
dude. It's
setup
just
and a
like
payoff right there.
I'm gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just cry together, baby.
Nah,
And also-
that's a solid movie. It's a good. It has so many deep meanings to it too.
yes.
James Gunn knows how to
make people cry.
deliver.
It's
good,
a family movie. Like it's a family movie for family about family made by
Yeah.
a family. So like
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my god.
And also, Blade. So I think Joe Rogan said something, but that's one of his favorite actresses scenes where it's like,
oh yeah,
the sprinklers,
oots,
and then
yeah,
the blood
yeah.
comes down
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
just shows up out of
Yeah, yeah,
nowhere.
yeah.
yeah, OG Wesley Snipes Blade is
Yes.
a
That's
great. That's a great interpretation.
I love that one because of I think when you grab it, if you try to grab it, your hand just gets annihilated. Like he has to hold it, or like he has to take a medicine like every day to like kind of
Yeah, because he's a day walker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't. It's so good how they what's it called and just how they like in the first scene where the guy just
Where'd you see this? You haven't seen the movie.
I know, and
You just know stuff. You
I
know.
I know these things. Excuse me.
Let's be clear. He's never seen Blade, but he's like, oh yeah.
I am half of this podcast. I know these things.
I just it's
Yeah,
I love how
it is
he just comes in with the kind of like
It's a
comes in,
very 90s.
and he just kind of
yeah.
like looks there and like everybody's kind of running away and he knows he's like just gonna
he
annihilate
he
people.
got him. Yeah, he got him. Well, okay. So did we get the 5? Because
Yes.
I lost
Yes,
count.
because
I lost count when
he
I
did
heard
Cap,
Batman.
He did
Yeah, clearly I messed up on number one, so don't expect me to get the count right.
Top 5 Marvel characters. Batman.
Batman.
So you kind of already alluded to this, but like, what makes you excited about making content before we switch to Star Wars? Like,
Ah, man,
just like
dude, it's just like I said, I've always been such a creating person.
yeah,
I've always liked to make stuff. And again, it's not about making stuff for the numbers or the views.
it's just
It's
making stuff because you're
It's-
Spider-Man.
and you enjoy it.
It's two things.
Yeah.
I could do if social media didn't exist, I would probably still be doing all of these things,
Yeah, right.
but not to the same extent because I
Right.
think the online community pushes me to be more and better.
Hmm.
I'm always trying to improve who I am, like not only as a person but a creator. And I think if I'm in competition with myself and people are seeing that and they're seeing I'm always trying to improve and they like the content,
Yeah,
it makes me more excited to make cool stuff for those people. And especially, like I said, when I was younger and just a viewer watching these creators, the back of my mind always had a thought of what if I could do that? And now, kind of being in that position, being grateful enough to have gotten myself here. Not alone, obviously. I've had a tremendous amount of support from the community, but being the type of person who can be that version and now someone else can look at me and say, what if I could do that?
yeah,
It's like a full circle moment, and it
Yeah.
makes me super happy to know if one person out there is inspired or happy from the content that I make, I feel like I'm doing a good job, and it
Yeah.
makes me inspired to make another video.
cool. That's cool.
The one thing when I try to do something, I've always tried to be a perfectionist. Like, I want to get it right. I want to be exactly like that. But it's like, sometimes
So
you
you
just
gotta
like,
wing it.
you
Yeah,
just
so
have to
if I can spit a little bit of gas on that fire for advice, just to make the phoenix burn from that.
Right. Yeah.
I totally feel you on the sense of I want everything to be right. I want everything to be perfect. But I also know if I wanted everything to be right, I never would have been a creator because I would have been waiting for the perfect moment to have the perfect camera, to have the perfect setup, to have the perfect all of this.
Yeah. Perfect
And
lighting.
Yeah,
Perfect
in reality,
camera.
I've been
Perfect
making videos for
outfit.
years.
Yeah.
I've been making videos for years and nothing about them are perfect. You can look at my most recent video and it's a very bad camera, not that great lighting. But you can see somebody who's passionate about making stuff and who just has fun.
Right.
So even if like the project I'm working on, I want it to be great and I want it to be perfect, it's never gonna stop me from at least making something because at least I have room to improve.
Yes, that's true.
Was it then the video we're talking about was the new one where you're working on your Spider-Man one? Was that the new one?
It was more of a metaphor of
Oh.
no matter at what point somebody is watching this podcast, whatever video you're watching of anybody's,
Yeah.
it's not perfect.
Right.
And
Yeah.
don't think it is. The only difference between their video and yours is that theirs got uploaded.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
then they can improve from it. So then you can
Well,
so on and so forth.
and quite frankly, especially just the dark side of like the social media part is like they're perfecting something that's imperfect, so it's like,
Yeah, I mean, there's
like,
never gonna be perfect.
yeah, like they're doing little, special effects or whatever to kind of, and it's like, oh, well, that's not exactly how it was shot, but at the end of the day, you just follow the people that you like to follow and enjoy
Yeah,
content.
like there's
And,
it should be fun, and that's what
yeah,
it is.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
how it should be.
That's right.
It's just always like when when I did, there's like a kids drawing video. What's it called? That like I always rage.
Oh,
I always rage quitted. Like
you did. So there's a guy that we followed, and he
Art Hub.
Art Hub, yeah, it's called Art Hub, and he's like a drawer, he's like an animator, and so he would bring his kids on and say, okay, we're gonna make like a leprechaun today, right? And he would go step by step, and and we would do it together as a family, and Trent would be like, and he's like, no, I can't do it. And I'm like, dude, just keep on going, man, let's go.
Listen, if
he
you-
would rage quit. He's like,
you
no,
don't-
this
if you don't
leprechaun
rage-
stinks.
If you don't rage quit at least once, you're not doing it right. Like
Right.
rage
Right,
quitting
exactly.
rage quitting and giving up everything is part of the process.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's the most blissful experience one could imagine.
It's like even and I feel like you can rage quit in anything, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
most
Especially
common
video games. Yeah, video
You
games.
like you can have like you forgot to save and like
Yeah.
Quake or Doom and you lose all your progress. You just want to just break.
No.
Whenever I'm about to rage quit, I go back to a saying of if I can beat the Lego Star Wars pod race, I can do anything.
Yeah.
What was wrong with that game?
Dude.
There was nothing wrong with the game. There was something wrong with me as an adolescent who couldn't beat the pod race.
Yeah, that's true.
And
man.
also there's another pod race game that I try to play and I was like, it's okay. It's like
Was it that
not-
Bombad Racers game? where they all look
Bombad
like-
Racer?
Yeah, they
I
all
have
look
no
like
clue when I
bobbleheads.
played at Garrick's once. It was on the PS.
Oh, it might have been the original, like.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
was okay. It was like very weird to control. It's like a knockoff.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about that one they have at arcades where you actually have the pod race thing, which is the coolest thing ever.
That is cool.
That one. There's one in
Galloping Ghost, baby.
Love it.
Our second home. Yeah, we love it.
our
All right,
second home.
let's move. Let's switch gears a little bit to Star Wars. So, how did you get in Star Wars, Miles?
What's Star Wars?
What is Star Trek?
Yeah. So basically, Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
No, so how I got into Star Wars, it's kind of been a presence throughout my whole life. My folks were big Star Wars, or at least my dad was a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
So it was always playing around when I was a kid. And whenever there's movies playing as a kid, like you kind of either lock in or you don't.
Yeah.
But Star Wars was one whenever there was a lightsaber on screen, I couldn't get off the screen until the movie was over. There was just something about it that intrigued me as a kid, even before I understood it and I understood all of the deep meanings, the metaphors, the story. I just liked the laser swords and the clone troopers. Like that was cool.
Yeah.
As I
Laser
grew
swords.
older, I started understanding more of the plot threads. I started understanding the story. I started relating a little bit more. I started realizing how much deeper it was, and there was more. There was Clone Wars, there was Rebels, there was video games, there was toys,
Yeah.
action figures, comics, legends, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just the thing of like another door open. I'm like, oh, there's more stuff. Oh, there's more stuff. This is all cool. I don't see anything bad about this. And yeah, that's kind of how it is. I was obsessed with it as a kid. Never really stopped being a kid or being obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And
That's
now
great, dude.
I have a stormtrooper that
Right,
I wear. So
right.
in true progression of a fan, I bought a bucket. So
Yeah.
Yes.
So how did the 501st come into that for you?
100% through Big Joe.
Oh, Big Joe.
Everyone loves Big Joe.
Love him.
We love
he's in
him.
the
We heart
Big
him.
Joe's in the Legion as well.
Yeah.
Big Joe's somebody who I did know before the Legion. Again, he was a huge Star Wars nerd. Quite literally huge Star Wars nerd. He's a big
quite literally huge.
he's a big boy.
Yeah.
I've had the honor of helping him unsuit a couple times. It's not great.
It's a rite of passage.
He's strong
Quite
like
like that.
bull, but
Yeah.
No, he's that Mando suit is like a baked potato when he's done, man. It's rough, man.
it's like
Yeah.
when you
When they said heavy, we went full
it's like
heavy.
trying to
Yeah.
fit. It's like I'm not trying to make fun of him. It's like when you get like the size, it looks like, oh yeah, this is the right size, but when you put it, it's like you lose
Yeah.
circulation to your
Yeah,
arms.
you
You're like,
you don't account for the 46 inches of bicep.
Yeah.
Um,
And he
but-
wonders why he can't fit in a traditional TK. I'm like, dude, this is for skinny British people. You're not even close to...
I would love to see him in a normal TK.
Yeah.
It would be I made a joke once about Return of the Jedi, how Vader has a security escort. That would be his job.
Right.
If Big Joe was a TK, he
Yeah,
would be
there you
Vader's
go.
security.
dude,
He's like,
but-
who is this guy?
He's
tough.
a tanker.
He's a
just-
beefcake.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, without
So
getting
what was your
another
first
tangent.
costume into the 501st? Like, how did that happen? So
It
you got
was
Big Joe's like, hey, you got to join, and then what happened
Yeah,
after
I
that?
mean, it wasn't even him telling me I had to join. It was me looking. I'm like, yo, that's cool. I want to do it.
Yeah.
And then the next day, he printed me out like the CRL of the Scout Trooper, and he gave it to me. And I'm like, oh, so this is everything I have to build. And then me being like, I don't know, a teenager at the time, I looked at the prices of the suit. I'm like, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Biker Scout, because it's always been one of my favorite troopers from a movie.
Yes.
And yeah, it was a couple years of a process of building the suit and getting into it, making the modifications, making everything look nice and tidy for approval and all that.
Yeah.
And it was just a very slow but very gradual progression of finally building a suit, trooping, going along with everything, and now I'm in the 501, and little Miles is super happy about it.
the little Miles inside you, yay!
Yeah, he's like,
it.
we did it. Now we have to
We
go
did it.
We did it.
Yeah, yeah.
When
well, and again, that's something Trent is looking to do. Biker is one of his favorites, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good one.
And you can
It's a
bend
good
down.
one,
And you can
it's
bend
a-
down.
Yeah, you could sit. That's a great one. Whenever I see TKs, I'll like squat in front of them, and I'm like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But no, Biker's a good one to get into. The armors, I built it all myself, like from the kits. The armor's fairly simple.
Yeah.
The strapping mechanisms are, however you want to do it.
Right.
But the helmets, though, like
No, I mean, I built
piece by
the
piece,
helmet was the first ever thing I built. It's fairly simple. If you just pay attention to it, it's pretty
Yeah.
simple.
But
We'll
sometimes,
get there.
but sometimes
You gotta
they're
just stop growing.
complex.
You just
Some-
gotta
sometimes-
you just gotta stop
No,
growing.
he said the jumper suit you need to replace. The armor just stays the
Okay,
same.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, the difficult thing was all the soft parts, the fabric, the Dickies jumpsuit, the flak vest, which again I keep making the joke. I flexed and popped it this time. at C2E2, I was suiting up and I needed someone to help me. So I was like, hey, can you pop this in?
Yeah.
He's like, this is a little small, dude. I'm like, nah, it's size to me. And he strapped it down. He's like, you good? And I flexed and like the stitches popped. I'm like, wow, that's cool.
Oops, duct tape.
No, I mean it worked, but everything was so
Yeah.
snug, simply
Yeah.
just because of the gains. But also you have
Protein
to,
powder.
Yeah, you gotta-
Protein powder.
as you grow, your suit has to as well.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So, what was your first troop? So, when did you join the
Oh,
501st?
man, that was a minute ago. First troop, I think it was one of the library ones.
Nice.
It was either no, it wasn't a convention. It was one of the library ones. And I was just like first getting into it. So obviously the first time I took it out, everything broke.
Right.
Yeah, and then to make the story even sadder, once I fixed everything and took it to a convention in the 600-degree heat with every other nerd there, it broke again because it was the first two troops of the first one was in winter, so I didn't prep the armor for cold, so
Right.
it failed because of that. Whatever glue I used was like cracking.
Oh, geez. It like cracked, huh?
It was terrible. And then the second glue I used didn't bear well with the heat, so that broke. So after having both of those issues, I'm like, all right, there has to be something in the middle that works.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
after searching the forums and texting as many scouts as I could, I found the secret adhesive that would work no matter what.
Nice.
yes.
Nice.
Tucker,
Bob Smith Industries 2-part epoxy. That's the hack right there.
That's it right there.
backtracking a little bit, Big
Uh-oh.
Joe, he just printed me something. It's like I was like, oh yeah, I want to do this for like if I ever go to cons or just somewhere else, I would love to like, get another costume. And he printed me a cool shotgun from T2. That we still need to assemble it, but
We're gonna assemble it. Don't worry.
So what I'll tell you now is now you're officially like locked in.
Yes.
The minute Big Joe prints you something,
Yeah.
you are now officially contractually obligated to do that thing.
that is true.
That is true.
When my scout was half done, he printed me a DLT 19X without me knowing about it.
Yeah.
And then he just dropped it off and gave it to me. And he's like,
Yeah.
all right, well, now you have to finish. I'm like, damn. Okay.
Yeah, no, like for a long time I was borrowing his DLT 19 because he had the shadow.
Yeah.
But then he sold it or whatever, and so he still had it. I'm like, dude, can I borrow that? And he's like, yeah. And then one time I show up to Troop and he printed me the leaf blower back there, the T21.
the T21.
And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, here, now you don't have to borrow mine. I'm like, oh my gosh.
We love Big Joe. He's too good of a guy.
Crazy person.
He has too much time.
No,
No,
he makes time.
He makes time. It's like,
yeah, because he loves being geeky.
yes.
Yeah.
With the leaf blower, I said blower. Leaf blower. It's I don't know how many hours that took.
Yeah, it took him a long time, but I take good care.
When I look at it, it's like, dang, that's like you could probably blow the whole.
I am going to take out some rebels. Okay, just don't you worry.
As you should.
Yeah, exactly. Any new costumes on the horizon, or you're noodling on some stuff?
We got projects back to back.
Back. Okay.
We got a Lego Spider-Man head back there.
Nice.
With a couple new face shells as well. I just built a new Amazing Spider-Man 2 face shell. And I just may or may not be revealing it in this podcast, but did just put the work in to get a new suit for Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't know if I would qualify that as a new costume because I've done it before. It's just kind of like an upgrade.
Yeah.
Obviously, on that board back there, we have Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, Scarlet Spider. Those are all things that are just waiting for, budget and time, which I don't have either of.
Right. That whole budget and time thing,
Yeah. And then for 501, if and when the next suit happens, it's probably going to be a Shore Trooper because I got to stay with the Pathfinders, of course. And the Shore Trooper has always been like such a beauty.
It's a nice one.
You're working out which one are you working on?
I have a patrol trooper I'm working on.
Yes, sir. That's what's up.
Yeah, so because I want to bend too. I want to squat. I want to.
And what's it called?
So we could be both. We could be all Pathfinders. You know. Yeah.
Everyone's a Pathfinder.
That's right.
I was gonna say, how you since we're on Star Wars topic, how do you think about the new Star Wars Zero?
Star Wars what?
Zero? You're talking about Zero Company?
Yeah, the Zero with the tactical one.
Oh yeah. Well, we haven't really seen too much. It's just a trailer. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm exposing myself. What is that?
So Respawn is doing a tactical one where it's like in the Clone Wars, right? And you're doing it's kind of squad based tactical.
It's like
turn-based tactical.
I know that there was games coming out. There were like the Underworld series is coming out. There's all these things.
Yes.
From Celebration, like the Darth Maul show, by the way, is coming up, which is awesome.
Wait, Darth Maul.
Darth Maul, Shadow Lord, I think. Something
Shadow
like that.
Lord.
Is it the show?
It's an animation and Sam Witwer again.
Clone Wars animated with Sam Witwer as a consultant.
He's a stud.
He's a dork too.
Yes.
Yeah. Uber dork. Like he knows everything.
He's the type of guy who needs to be frontline.
Wait, did he do Kenobi?
He's the one Kenobi.
Oh, he's
and he's Star Killer.
The voice of Maul, the voice and model for Star Killer.
Yeah.
That game's awesome.
He's a dude, man. We like him.
Yeah, he's a stud. All right.
And
let's what? Last thing. Last thing.
Okay.
Brother.
They should not be working on Zero. That would be cool, but they should be working on Battlefront 3 because I grew up with that. Like I played so many hours on that. And I like how and they're also working on Jedi Survivor, like the newer one.
They're working on the third for Cal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree. No Battlefront 3 until I have time to play it.
Yeah, right.
That's what I say.
Thanks, Respawn. Make sure you do that. Yeah. All right. You're done.
Uh,
You're done.
It wasn't a question.
All right, here we go. Speed round. You ready? Okay.
I can't think fast, so everyone's
All right,
gonna
here we
love
go.
me.
All right,
Batman.
here we go. This is all Star Wars related. No Batman. You
Okay,
cannot answer
okay,
Batman in any of these
okay,
questions.
Okay.
Star Wars. Favorite
movie.
movie.
Return of the Jedi.
Ooh.
Favorite.
Spaceship.
I know. You did.
Oh, I see what
favorite
you
and
did.
Oh, you were bopping back. Come on, Dad.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's all right.
Oh, he didn't answer. Favorite.
Oh,
spaceship.
I thought we were doing it again.
Favorite spaceship.
Oh, Poe Dameron's X-wing.
Ooh.
That one's a new one.
That's a new one. Yeah, I like that.
Favorite.
Weapon.
Can't say lightsaber, so I'll do DH-17, the Rebel pistol.
The Rebel pistol.
Is it the?
It's the Rebel pistol they use in the opening of A New Hope.
Oh,
The one,
yes.
yeah, the one that has the gray
Yes.
barrel, the scope on it. I've always loved that one.
It with the storm in my bedroom with the stormtrooper gun.
The Rebel Fleet one, not the E11.
That's not the E11. It's the one where the storm.
Yeah. It's a Rebel guard.
It has like an oversized scope on it.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
that
Yeah.
one.
Favorite.
Creature.
Jar Jar Binks.
No.
That's
No,
wrong.
No, we're talking. All right, so Jar Jar.
I couldn't think fast enough, guys.
Jar Jar is sentient, so we're thinking like
Okay.
creatures like Wampa,
Right.
Rank,
Okay,
or
so then-
What's the ones that go and like eat car batteries and stuff? Wombat, not wombat.
The wombat?
The-
No, I know what you're talking about. They're in the space slug.
the
you
slug.
mean Minox?
Yeah,
Why do you
Minox.
think wombats? That's
I don't know, but I
Womp
agree.
rat. Get it right, bro.
I agreed with him when he said wombat. So
That's from Australia, mate.
And also their butts are ginormously thick for.
yeah,
They basically
They got
smash you
armored
with their.
butts.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
yes,
smash
they
you
got-
with their
yeah.
butt into your head.
All right,
All right,
let's
well, then
again. This is
say-
speed round. Remember what?
For favorite creature, I'll say a Wookiee. Does that count?
No.
Damn.
Something.
Hold on.
I like
I'm a
like
Star Wars
that
fan, I
creature
swear,
that
guys.
burps in Return of the Jedi. Burp.
No, it doesn't count. Fine, Sarlacc.
There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Testing
Those
my-
things are and the fun fact about that one is they keep the sentient and non-sentient apart, and they actually once they're decomposing, they grab their memories from their brains.
Oh my gosh.
And there's like a little. It's just weird, and there's like a little
They're
male.
like the male one.
Yeah, it's just like very scrawny. He's like, thanks for food.
And the mama one's big.
The-
Yeah.
it's
She-
super
all right.
weird.
Favorite
Character.
character.
Anakin. That's basic, but it has to be.
That is not a wrong answer. That is good.
Never. I was gonna say his is Boba Fett.
Aw. Hey, we can't blame him. We can't blame
So-
him. Boba Fett's cool.
Yeah, so there you go. You did well in the speed round, and you did not say Batman, so I'm very proud of you. So,
I said Jar Jar though.
yeah, you did.
I committed a crime.
And he's like, Wookie, no. You
I
have
should've-
failed me for the last time. Don't
So,
fail me again.
It sucks. I could have like pre-read those questions too. I just didn't. I could have so set myself up for that, but I just didn't.
No, it's in the moment. So,
Yeah.
hey, what's something you're grateful for?
All of this,
Mm-hmm.
the ability to do these things to the capacity that I do them, like the community, all of it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a term I can give it, but this, whatever's happening right now,
Yeah,
this, like
this.
that, the
Yes.
community, the
good.
feedback, the love, the support, all that.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. Well, for our lighted up all section for the people, for the audience, please email us at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com. What is your favorite Spider-Man movie? We want to hear from you. So, and we'll read that in an upcoming episode. So there you go.
Someone better put Batman.
What is Batman? Dark Knight.
Oh, I can never say I like Batman anymore.
No, that is.
Oh,
Yeah, it's great. It's fine. Well, okay, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. Thanks again for listening to another episode, officially episode 214 in the books of Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Miles, where can people find you on the socials?
Oh, they can find me pretty much anywhere. We have YouTube and Instagram and TikTok at AnakinMonkey, and that's pretty much about it. Like I stay true to the three.
Nice.
Find me anywhere. I mean, I have prints of my artwork on Etsy too, but
Yeah.
that's also under the same name. Links are all there.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Pleasure being here.
Yeah, it was awesome. You can find us on the socials, Big T Little T podcast on Instagram, BLILT podcast on the X and the Twitters. We're on Blue Sky, Big T Little T podcast.bsky.social, twitch.tv/Big T Little T. We got to get back to streaming.
Yes.
We've been on a little hiatus.
Come on, man. Get on that grind. Get on that grind.
Fortnite is launching Star Wars on May the 2nd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
And we're going to be
Grinding.
we're going to be grinding for 30 days.
As you should.
We're going to get sweaty. We're going to be sweating.
That sounded weird.
Yeah, I know. It sounds weird, but it's true. We're sweaty.
It's all right. It's with passion. We like it, guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And when what's it called? Delta Force finally comes out too.
Yeah,
Xbox,
Delta Force.
we're gonna
Yeah,
be streaming
but first up, May 2nd, baby.
Mace Windu's finally coming.
Mace Windu. Yeah, it's gonna
Jar
be great.
Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah, they're doing a Darth Jar
I
Jar.
saw that. That's fun.
Yeah. It's like awesome.
See, Jar Jar comes back.
Yeah,
I was right.
Misa here.
That setup and payoff was worth it. The
Yeah,
universe was on my
exactly.
side there.
Exactly. So hey, we got stickers. We want to hear from you. So comment, tweet, rate us on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify. It's real easy. Hit the 3 dots next to it, and you give us 5-star. Boom! It helps with the algorithm and the force and all that stuff. So just email us at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com if you have a question. Want to give us show us you gave us a rating, all that fun stuff, and we'll send swag right in your face. Like Spider-Man, do that kind of stuff. So we've been enjoying Andor, so we'll probably be talking about Andor next week. We love Andor. And what we say now, remember?
The truly wonderful the mind of a child is.
Wonderful. And may the force be with you always. Bye.
Oh, I didn't get the memo. I should have said it with them.
You missed your opportunity.
Again,
Batman!
The script was right there, guys.